Okay, so I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to build this. Yes, I'm going to build a coffee table out of skids. And guess what? Skids are free, so that's even better, especially the way lumber prices are going. So this came out really beautiful, and most of it is made of the skids. Of course, the tabletop is not, and the feet and a few other places, but most of it is made of the skids, and it came out really, really awesome. This is just a simple coffee table with storage as well. So yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out. So thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and have a great day.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is actually take apart my pallet with my hammer. And this is probably like my least favorite thing to do. And there's probably actually a better way to do this, and I'm going to probably figure it out soon, hopefully. And so now I'm just going to take the nails out with my hammer. Again, something I really don't like doing, but if you want to use pallet wood, this is what you have to do pretty much. Alright, so I have all my boards, well, not all of them, but I have some of my boards ready to go. I'm going to start cutting them to size, make sure that they're all nice and cut. Now, my miter saw is right now not working because of a recall, so I got to use a circular saw at the moment until I get the replacement part. Alright, so I have most of the boards here, and I'm going to start putting together the sides. So again, I'm just going to do some final cuts just to make sure that everything fits perfectly here. And actually, I try to do 3 boards at a time. That didn't work out well. So no, 1 at a time is just fine. Okay, so now I'm going to be cutting these center pieces that are going to hold everything together, to hold the side boards together. I'm not doing any like glue ups or laminating. I'm just going to do some simple, building. This table is very simple. It's a rustic, shabby chic kind of table. All right, so the sideboards are done. That's great. Now I'm going to be cutting the front and back sideboards, and I'm actually using lumber, wood I got it from a lumber yard. This is not pallet wood, so I did use this. I got it for cheap, but these are only for the 2 sides and the tabletop, but most of it is made out of pallet wood. So I'm going to be using some wood glue here to put together the base boards, the sideboards, and everything. And I just want to square them up a bit as well, just to make sure that everything is square as well. Okay, so now I'm going to clamp everything together and just kind of finalize, hammer it in, make sure square, and then I'm going to screw them in together so the boards will hold together while the glue dries. Okay, so now I need more pallet wood. So back outside and taking this pallet apart so I can have more boards for the bottom of the base there. All right, perfect. So I'm just measuring the distance I need to cut. Now I actually need a lot of these boards to fill the bottom completely. So I'm just measuring, and hopefully I can get 2 boards per one of these pieces here, which would be awesome. And some karate chop there, just because. Okay, so now the boards are done, and here we go. The bottom is taking shape. This looks awesome. So I'm going to pre-drill first, because these are kind of like brittle boards, and you want to make sure you pre-drill. Some of the parts are already broken apart. Again, this is like skid wood, pallet wood, and it's not in the greatest shape. So I'm going to just be screwing all the board panels together to the bottom. Very simple. All right, so now the bottom is all put together. Looks good. This whole base part though, I'm gonna get out there and start sanding. This is with 120 grit sandpaper and give it a nice smooth finish. And just take away all the, as much of the imperfection as possible. All right, so now it's the tabletop part. So I got, again, this is wood I got from the lumberyard for pretty cheap. Now I'm gonna laminate these boards, and I'm not using a jointer, so the seams are not gonna be perfect, but I'm just gonna glue them up here and screw those other wood boards on to hold everything together. All right, so now I have this middle piece of wood, and this is going to hold the hinges. So I'm going to have both sides, both boards on each side are going to be able to open, and this allows for storage and just whatever you want to put in there. You can open them up just like this. All right, so now I'm going to use my router bit just to add a nice finish on the sides and give it kind of more of a nice touch. And I'm outside sanding the tabletop boards with 120 grit sandpaper. Okay, so now it's time to stain. I'm using a golden oak stain here, and this is probably not my favorite part, kind of messy and tedious. However, it needs to get done, and when I do find a better way, I'll let you know. Okay, so now I'm going to actually add dark walnut to the tabletop boards. This is going to be the bottom coat, and then I'm going to be adding a white spray paint coat on top. Now I also use petroleum jelly just so I can distress easier, so that this white paint doesn't hold on certain parts of the board, so it's easy to take off. So now the white paint's coming on pretty good. I'm going to have to put a few coats on. All right, so now I'm going to be distressing it after everything's dry and just give it a nice rustic, shabby chic look. Okay, so I'm adding a water-based polyurethane on here. That's going to just add an extra protective coat on top and give it more of a smoother feel and finish. So I do about 2 to 3 coats on this, and I do sand between each coat. Okay, I also add the polyurethane on the whole bottom base as well. So this will seal it pretty good. It's going to get rid of the smell, and I'm going to add like 2 or 3 coats as well. All right, so now it's time for the hinges. So everything is dry, and I got these hinges for a really good price, and they give it a nice like farmhouse look. It's a nice contrast to black and white, and this is going to be really cool for the just opening on each side, so you can put stuff inside your books or whatever you need. Okay, so now it's for the table feet. Now I actually got these table feet, decorated feet through Amazon for a good price, and they look really nice. They add like a nice luxurious look to the whole table, and they were really easy and straightforward to put on. The instructions are very easy, very basic. Now everything's really taking shape as I finish putting the final feet on, and this table came out really good. And as you can see, the final reveal of this table, I'm very excited how this came out, and I'm really happy that I was able to build it with pallet wood. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Enjoy all the rest of the videos, and have an awesome day. Thank you.